Please follow this. This is little bit complex to understand and analyze. I have got some issues in my system. I think I am not able to press. Sarfaraz is showcasing this document, so I'm explaining what it is. Okay.
So now it is
So
started, sir. You can
shall I
start.
start now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So you have to install this instant on Rails, which is available in the URL which I have given it. So you have to disable all other kinds of servers, including your internet. Okay. I'm going to give you a demonstration of using a Rails application with a database. Okay. So here I'll be once you install the software, on the right bottom of your screen, that is where your date and time is being displayed. So there you can see on the red icon, you can see here there is I on the top of that window. Okay. So when you click on that link, okay, so you'll have a provision to see what is called as Ruby console window. Wait, okay, Ruby console window. Okay, so once you click on that, you can see there are two components. One is your Apache Tomcat server and your MySQL. Okay, so you have to start both the button. So that means you have to click on that. So the server will be starting. So here we are using MySQL as a database and a server called as Webrick. Okay, Webrick. It's a inbuilt server with instant on Rails. Here, the objective is okay, so I have some book information like book ID, book name, book author, book title, publication, okay, and edition. So there are some 3 to 4 components will be available. Okay, you have to create some user interface for this. Okay, on so you have to insert into a MySQL database. You have to edit it. Okay, you have to update it. Okay, and you have to search. Okay, so this is the objective of the program. Okay, uh, scroll down. Okay, yes, stop. Now once you click on this Ruby console window, okay, so you will get a command prompt. I will show you this after this explaining these things in stepwise. Okay, now what I will be doing is I will go to that Ruby console window, click on that. You are going to get a command prompt. Now in the command prompt, I am going to type Rails space -d MySQL and the application name. Okay, so here in this case, lab4 is the name of the application. Rails is a command. Okay, -d means that I want to set MySQL database for this application. Okay, that's why we use option called as -d. Okay, that is the first thing. So once you do that, enter. Okay, then you move on to the directory called as lab4. That means you have to type cd space lab4, so it will come to your directory. Okay, now after doing that, okay, so you have to do insertion, you have to do deletion, you have to do edit. Okay, you have to update, you have to search. So many options needs to be done. So for that, we use what is called as a rake. Okay, rake is a utility. Okay, you have to type rake database colon create colon all. Okay, so once you execute this command, lot of sub tasks, sub models will be created. Okay, I will show you that screenshot also at a later point of time. Okay, so first you have to type rail space -d mysql lab4, that is name. Okay, then you move to your directory, then you use a rake. Okay, once you say create colon all, so whatever the typical transactions that you do, okay, with the database, all those things will be automatically created. If you are not using this command, then you have to create a schema, you have to create a structure. Okay, you have to write so many things. Okay, by just writing this one line of command, everything will be done automatically in the back end. Next, come down. Okay. Oh, fine. Stop it. Okay. Now, here I am going to create a table. Okay. My table consists of, say, account, that is some book ID kind of a thing. Okay. Title, you have a author, you have a edition, and you have a publication. There are five fields which are created, and name of the title is a book info. It should be always in singular form only. Okay, you cannot use s in the table name, that is a condition here. Okay, now to do this, we use ruby space script slash generate scaffold. Okay, so this is a command used to create a table and connect to a database. So you are not connecting the tables into a database by just writing this command. Okay, so automatically a table will get connected to a backend database. Now, what is a scaffold? Again, a scaffold is a utility, okay, which creates what is called as model, view, and controller, MVC architecture. I hope all of you know what is MVC. Okay, by typing this, a table by name book info will be created, which takes five fields: account as in say integer, title as a string, author as a string, edition as a string, and pub, okay, as a string. Okay, so these five fields will be created now. The next step would be rake db colon migrate. Okay, if you write this specific line of code, okay, rake db colon migrate, all the fields of the table will be created. Okay, and it gets connected to a database, and whatever the the typical actions that you are doing it. Okay, like it can be a insertions, or it can be a deletion, or it can be updation. Okay, or it can be searching anything. It will be done automatically. You may ask me a question how it will do it. This utility, rake utility, will do all those things automatically. You need not do it anything physically. So once you do that, you can see one create book infos. See here, there is a table name called as book info, which is a singular, and here you have book infos as a plural. So at the bottom of that, you can see book infos is book infos is created, table is created, database is created, table and database is also connected. Okay, now you can run your server. How do you run your server? The server used in Rails is WebBrick. Okay, so to run the server, we type a command ruby space script slash server. Come down. Okay, just a moment. Okay, once you run this server, okay, so you have to type http localhost colon 3000. 3000 is a port number. Okay, the application is running on the port number 3000 slash book infos. Book infos is your name of the entire application where the Rails directory is going to run. Come down. Okay, okay, just a moment. Okay, now you can see uh, localhost colon 3000 slash book infos. See, this part is not created by us. Okay, you can see there is a link given by new book info. That means book info is the name of a table, and I have created five books. So this part will be done by the scaffold utility automatically. Okay. Now when you click on new book info, come down, come down. Okay. See, these fields are created. Okay. Account, account text field, title text field, author text field, edition text field, and publication text field, and it creates, and it will have a create button. So if you see on the top in the URL, you can see there is book infos slash new. This is not done by us. Okay, it is done by a rake utility. So these fields are automatically created. Okay, now once you once when you click on this book info hyperlink, okay, so you are going to get these fields, and just fill up these text fields and click on a create button. Automatically these values will go and sit into a database. Okay, this is only the creation part. If you go to a back after creating it, you can see edit, delete, okay, edit, destroy, show. These options will be shown, that I will be showcasing it to you later. Okay, now since this is based on the MVC structure, now database is created, table is created, and it is being connected. Okay, now some logic has to be written for searching. Okay, so now once you write say rails hyphen d mysql, okay, and the rake create and all those commands, okay, it will generate what is called as a in your main say lab folder. It is going to create app folder, app subfolder, view subfolder, main subfolder, and control subfolder. Okay, so controllers, views, models, helpers. Again in controllers it will create what is called the applications and controllers. Again in views it will create subfolders, levers, etc. Like this, once you execute those commands, it will generate the various kind of subfolders within the main rails folder, that is called as lab, in this case lab 4. Now, once you type Ruby script generate controller main, okay, in a controller subfolder, one main dot controller dot rb file will be created. Okay, come down, come down. Okay, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, so in the program they've also asked how do we search that. Okay, if you give a title, it has to give the complete information. Now I create a file with what is called as search.rthtml. Okay, that is Ruby, sorry, Rails HTML. So you have to save this file with .rhtml. Okay, now, and this has to be put under a folder called as main. The search.rhtml has to be saved in, okay, main subfolder. So here enter the book title. It's a simple search. You have a search label, and you have a text ID, and I have a submit button. When I click on that submit button, so it will go to search hyphen book, which will be done in a controller B, and it will be displayed. Okay. So now action is equal to search hyphen book. So I told you there will be different folders which will be created. So under controllers, you will have you will have a file called as main.controller.erb. Just go to the top, just scroll up. Okay, so when I type Ruby script slash generate slash controller main, okay, main hyphen controller.rb file will be created. Okay, so that will be there in a subfolder called as controller. Come down, come down. Now you have to edit that file. Okay, so in that file, see, in this case I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are 6 lines are there. Okay, one and last line, the first line and the last line only will be there. other lines you have to write it. Okay, now here I am defining a class. Define search hyphen book. Just scroll up little bit. Okay, you can see here form action is equal to search book is there. Okay, the same name has to be given here. Def say search under book. So now we are passing the title. So here you can see in the search.html input type is equal to text, name is equal to title. Now we are whatever the value that we are entering in the title text field. Okay, so that will be taken as a parameter and passed to this at title value. Come down, scroll down a little bit. Okay, now book underscore search, book info is a table name, dot find is a method. Okay, find all the books, colon all means whatever the title which is matching to that specific title, you display the complete book information of that title, and the condition is given. Condition is what? Only the titles. So it is like a parameter which is being passed. Come down, come down. Okay, okay. Just scroll up, scroll up. Okay, enough. Now for search book, you have to give an end. Okay, you are ending that one. Then automatically the last line will be there. So you have to write a code starting from line 2, line 3, line 4, and say line 5. Okay, now after doing that, okay, you have to create. So okay, now you have created a file that is search.html. So you are going to search for a specific title and click on that, so result has to come. Okay, so there is a file that you are going to create called as search hyphen book dot html dot erb. This specific file has to be created. Come down. Okay, now, yeah, in this case, if that under book underscore search dot length equal to 0, that means if there are no informations available in the table, it will display no rows found. Okay, else, see, you can see.
I have
Yeah,
one
please.
question, sir. Sir, what is dot .erb, sir?
erb
Dot
erb
.erb.
is a extension for enterprise ruby.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
because we are
Enterprise
using
Ruby.
an MVC architecture. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so all the files that you are putting in a controller should be saved in .erb file.
So after dot HTML, we have to write it, no,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm showing you stepwise only. Okay, again I have shared you with one more this a RAR file. You just open that one
Yes,
also.
sir. Yes.
Okay, in the meanwhile,
Okay.
I will also show you that folders and all those things how it is created. Okay, if there are informations available, if there are informations available, okay, so then it will go to the else part. Come down, scroll down. Okay, now you can see. Okay, so book dot account, book dot title, book dot author, book dot edition, and book dot publication. Okay, you can see this is like your scriptlet tag. Okay, it is a expression tag. So whatever data that is available in the tables, so that information will be fetched. How this book will come? At book hyphen search, that is a class, dot each do, it is a each do this each iterator, which I discussed when I was talking about Ruby on Rails. Okay, there are different kinds of iterator, each is one such kind of iterator. And the book is called as a code block component, which is placed in opening and closing of a vertical tag. That is, it is like a book is like an index. Okay, so there might be 4 5 rows, so it has to loop every time until there is no rows or the concerned matches to be found. Okay, so you have to use, you can use, instead of book you can say KLMI, whatever you want, you can use it. Okay, So dot id dot title dot author dot edition dot, so this has to be put it in scriptlet tag. Okay, then close the table row, close the end. Okay, then end for what? End for this book underscore search. Then close the table, close the end, close the b tag. So this is just formatting. Okay, scroll down.
Sir, I have one
Yeah.
question here, sir. Sir, here you are using at the rate book underscore search dot each.
Hmm.
And after that, you are using, sir, do. What is this do, sir?
Do means it gives a loop. Like while do you do it? No,
Yes,
while
sir. Yes,
condition,
sir. Yes, sir.
keep
Yeah.
on
Do
doing
while.
it. Keep
Yes,
on
sir.
searching for the value.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what it is.
But, sir, where it is ending, sir? It is
It
ending.
is ending after this table, the first table. You can see here
Sir, there are
opening.
two ends, sir. First TR and then end, and after table there is one end, sir.
Yes. See here one end for this table. Okay, and another end is for this book hyphen search.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, scroll down. Okay. Okay, now what I will do, I will after doing all this, please make sure that your Ruby scripted server should be running. Okay, localhost colon 3000 slash main, because main means it will have that the set.html. Okay, so then say I just give this URL. You can say title is Java. Click on submit button. Come scroll down. You can see the table here, the information. Okay, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Others,
Yes, sir.
I will show you that coding also in the Sarfaraz. Just open that RAR file. Start from the image S1 or say R1.
Yes, sir. Opening, sir. Opening. It, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir. Is it visible, sir?
yeah, open from R1. Yeah,
Sir, it's not opening, sir. It's showing an error occurred while extracting files. Parsing filters is unsupported.
why is it like that?
I don't know, sir, but it's not opening here.
Um,
Sir, wait, sir. I will extract it once, sir. Then
yeah,
I.
you extract it and open it. No.
Okay, sir. Wait, sir.
Otherwise, again, I have sent you all images now.
Wait, sir. I'm checking, sir. It's not extracting also, sir. I think I'm using Linux now, sir. That's why.
Again, I have sent all images separately.
Yes, sir. I'm opening, sir. I'm opening. So which one I will open now, sir? R1.
R1.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Is it visible, sir?
Uh, can you little bit just increase its size?
Wait, sir. Now, sir.
Now okay. Uh, uh, Click on next image.
Next, sir. Sir, I
R2.
have not downloaded them, sir. Sir, it's shuffled, sir. See here, sir.
No, next. So you can use it like R1, R2, R3 like that only you can use it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Open to next this thing. Next image. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Next. Okay. Next. 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 Okay. Okay. Go to R1. Go to previous. Uh, Go to just previous R4. Okay. 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 Go to R1. R1. You go to like R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay.
Okay, sir.
First one is you go to R1. Okay. See, this is how actually it works. First, what I will do, I will create a Rails application directory by name lab. So once you create Rails lab, you can see under app uh, a lot of subfolders which are created: controllers, helpers, models, views, okay, config, db. So all the uh, subfolders which are required for connecting to a database, okay, all those folders will be created if you just write like this. Okay. Next, R2. Okay. Next, I will create a MySQL database. Okay. Uh, so by using Rails option D MySQL lab. See, under lab, I am creating a database again by name chorus lab. Okay, that means option D is used to set that I am using the MySQL database for connecting to the Rails application. Okay, next, R3. Okay, so R3. So here you can see Ruby script slash generate scaffold. I have taken the three titles here actually. Book info is the name of a table. Account is a field name. Title is a field name. Author is a field name. So you have a account is of type integer, title of string, and author as say string. Okay, and you can see to connect for all those things, you can see index.html.erb, show.html.erb, new.html.erb, edit.html.erb, bookinfos.html.erb, scaffold.css. Okay, all these things files are created automatically when you are using a scaffold utility. Next, R4. Yeah, wait. Yeah. Now, okay, I have created that. Now, table has to be connected. I'm using rake space database colon migrate. That means in the previous image that you have seen that list to show new for doing insertions, deletion, display, and all those things, that has to be connected to a database. Okay, so we migrate all the values, all the schema of the table to a database, so that those transactions those transactions in a sense that insertion, deletion, display, updation, search, and all those things will be migrated to a specific block. Okay, by using a rake utility with a command called as rake database colon migrate. Now I am connecting a book info, a table, okay, to a database called as a lab. Okay, here you can see the output. One, create book infos migrating, created table book infos. It has taken 0.04 seconds and it is successfully migrated. If that table is not getting connected to a database, then there will be an error here. Is this clear to all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Others? Sahadev, Amit, Nayana?
Not properly clear, sir.
Huh?
Not properly clear, sir.
Okay, not properly. You are left in between, Amit.
Yes, sir. Because sir, network issue, sir, two times.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Uh, uh, See, first you have to create that. Please come back to R1, Sarfaraz.
Wait, sir.
Okay. See, once you install your software, no, so there will be open Ruby console window will be there. You have to click that. So you are going to get Ruby slash Rails underscore apps. Okay, only that much you are going to get. So you have to create a Rails application directory. Okay, you have to type Rails underscore lab. Okay, once you do this, lot of subfolders will be created. Next, R2.
Sir, I have one doubt here, sir. What is
Uh,
this lab, sir? Rails
huh?
lab. Is it a
Lab is the
command?
name of the application.
Lab is the name of the application.
Ah,
Okay, sir. Okay.
okay, R2. Okay. Now I'm using MySQL. Okay. So if I'm using MySQL, I'm telling explicitly that I'm using a MySQL database for the Rails applications. So to tell that explicitly, we use a option called as D. Okay, and my name of my database will also be a lab. Actually, when you do this, there are three different kinds of databases which are being used internally from the backend perspective. That is development, okay, production, and testing. Okay, so development, production, and testing, three kinds of databases, sub databases will get connected to a lab. Next, R3.
Sir, I have one doubt here, sir.
Mm.
Can I use any other platform for database, sir?
Yeah, you can use anything. Yes.
Like SQLite 3,
Yeah, yeah,
PostgreSQL.
yeah. Yes, you can use it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I am creating a table by name book info. Book info is the name of a table. Okay, and scaffold is a utility. Okay, to connect and display this MVC architecture, and and it ensures that all kinds of typical database connections will be formed here. Okay, you can see index.html, show.html, new.html, edit.html. These things will get automatically done when you are using this book info. Okay, to do that, we use Ruby space script slash generate scaffold. Book info is the name of a table, account, title, and author. These are the three text fields which are used. So you have integer type for account ID, and for title it is string. For author, it also the data type is type string. Okay, next. Now I want to connect my table to a database. Okay, and it has to be successfully migrated to the concerned database only. To do that, I use rake space db colon say migrate. Once you do this, the table gets connected to a database, and all the typical transactions that happens in a database will also move to a database, so that any fetching, any display, any editing, any updating, anything can be done by using this rake db colon migrate command. So you have to get this one create book infos, so migrated, so this is being successfully done. Otherwise here only it will show you an error if it is not able to connect it. Next. Okay, now I told you there are this is based on MVC architecture. So once you write a main, okay, Ruby script slash generate slash controller main, instead of main you can give any name that you want it. Okay, main is a user defined name. Once you do this, controller, helper, okay, so all these files will be created internally. So here whatever name that you give, here I have given main. If you give xyz, it will be xyz underscore controller dot rb, xyz underscore controller under test dot rb, xyz underscore helper dot rb. Whatever name that you create here, a Ruby file will be created which acts like a controller for your application. Next. Okay, you can see I had my Ruby software installed in C drive. Okay, so Rails apps, under lab you will app views, and under main you have a search.html. I have showcased that for searching a specific book based on the title, you have to create an HTML file, so that will be available under main. Next. Okay, okay, now yeah, go back. Okay, here I have created a search.html. So I will have a label, title, and I have a text field, and I will have a submit button based on my title. So when I just click on submit button, so it will give you the specific the information about the book. So this first line, that is def search book, and end will be there. So remaining second line, third line, and fourth line we have to write it. So this how we edit it, and we write this at title is equal to params of colon title, because this is a name of the text field. This title is the name of a text field, and book info, there we have given a singular form table name. Here it will create, you can see book info dot find is a method. Okay, and the condition is being given to match to the exact title which is there uh, in the database. See, why we have written colon all is, if we don't write this colon all, under the same title there might be a number of books. So if you are not writing all, suppose if it finds a specific title, whatever we have given it, the title might be available in maybe eighth row or 10th row or 20th row, 30th row. So it has to search all the related titles in the database. Hence we are using colon all. Next. Okay. So once you run your server, you can see localhost colon 3000 slash book infos, which is a plural form. Okay, now this will come automatically because I have created only three fields: author, title, and account, title, and author. Now, when I click on new book info, next image. Okay. So here I've told you that Ruby space script, yeah, Ruby space script under Ruby script controller dot main. So when you execute that code, no, you will see controllers, helpers, models, and views. Okay, so this kind of a files will be created. Okay, so next. Now I'll be running a server. A server Ruby space script slash server. You can see here booting Mongrel Rails application starting on this local host 000. Okay, and you'll have all this option. Starting Rails with the development environment, Rails loaded. So all those things will be there. You can see in the first line. Okay, it is a web brick. Web brick is a server which will be executing for this Rails application. Next. Okay. See, I have clicked on new book info link. Okay, Sarfaraz, just go to that URL, no? I mean to say back of that image. Yeah. So when I click this new book info, okay, when I have made my server to get started, okay, and when I start my server, you are going to get this specific page. When I click on new book info, go to the next this thing. Yeah. So this will be created automatically. See, you are not doing this. And on the right top, you can see new. So when I use scaffold, you have used this new dot RHTML. Okay. Now account, title, and author. These three field names will come automatically. Okay. Now I enter the values here and click on a create button. Okay, automatically the information whatever I enter will go and sit in the database. Even you can see the link on back. This is not created by me. This is a task done by a scaffold. Next. Okay, now I have entered it. After entering, you can see you can see account 1, Java, and A1. So this I have created. I have entered and I clicked on create button. So this is what I have got. If I want to do any updation, I can click on edit. I can do the changes. Okay, again I click on create. It will save in the database. If I click on back, it will show you some other screen. Go to the next slide. Okay, see, I have clicked on edit. I have clicked on edit. It is again, this is editable. Instead of Java, I can give SAP or .NET. Instead of author, I can give anything. I click on an update button. So automatically, that gets updated. Okay. So next. Next. This is not required. This again repetition. Okay, see, I have created. Once you click on create, once you click on create, and once you click on create, it will show you in the next page that one Java title and author A2. Earlier, author was A1. Okay, I have renamed it as A2. Okay, it will show you say show, edit, and say destroy. Okay, now if I want to delete, if I click on destroy, it will ask you are you sure, okay, or if you okay, it will get deleted. Or if you want to create a new record, okay, again you can go back to say clicking on new book info. Okay, next. Okay, just go next. Yeah, here I want to search. Just go back. Go back. Okay, I want to search for a specific title. Okay, suppose say I want to search for a SAP. Okay, I'm not able to see this URL, Sarfaraz. Just read. Yeah. Localhost :3000 main. I have showcased in previous image. Under main, you have a search. Now I will enter a search here. Okay, I will enter this URL and I have a title. And I say I want to search for a SAP. Click on submit. Okay, just go to next image. I mean to say previous image. Previous image. Okay. So I would have entered this. Okay, and I can see account number 3 and the SAP and author is a C. So this part will be displayed. Okay, next. Okay, so here this is a code which I showcased it. Okay, so book search each do, and you have a book as value here ID. Okay, so then you can extract your account title and say author. Since there are 3 records already available here, so if this part will not be executed, it will come to the next field. It will say the book information shown in this is in a tabular format. Okay, which will be displayed. Next. Okay, so this I have showcased it. Next. Yeah, previous slide. Okay. Okay, this is for searching a specific book. Okay, and I've given action is a search book. Enter the book. So input type is equal to text, name is equal to title. On clicking on submit button, if it is available in the database, okay, so it will be displayed. Okay, so that's it. This is a simple applications of the Rails demo, and it is very effective. But little bit the procedure is little bit difficult. Once you do it practically, you will understand. Okay, so you can just download this instant on Rails from the URL which I have given it. Okay, you can just try to do by following the steps. Okay, so any clarifications, anybody?
No, sir, clear, sir.
Yeah, it's clear. Okay, others. Sarfaraz, please send this to everybody. No, these files.
Okay, sir, I will send, sir.
Okay, and the recording also you can send it. Okay, so tomorrow we'll have class morning. Okay, at 8:35 or 8:40. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Apurva, is it clear?